Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. I continue my series about land law. Well, English law, but particularly looking at the law of property. We often call it land law. Yesterday I was talking about the three precepts of land law. I mentioned the mirror principle and the curtain principle. I described the insurance principle, but forgot to say its name. The insurance principle meaning that if you purchase land and then it gets on the land register as belonging to you, that's it. You own it. No two ways about it. No way that anybody can take it away from you. So these three principles, people often point out that they're flawed, that the mirror principle, the mirror is cracked because it's not absolutely accurate, or some things are kept off it. The curtain principle, there may be ways to peek behind the curtain and find out who really has the beneficial interest in this land. And likewise, the insurance principle. Well, let's say Defence of the Realm Act, people's land was taken away from them by the government. It was compulsory purchase sometimes. Right, so let's come on to a few issues of legal problems. When dealing with land issues, well, you first of all need to find out whether the interest concerned is registered or unregistered. And the interest could be freehold, could be leasehold. It gets more complicated. Is the interest legal or equitable? And that's another thing to find out. So these questions are binary. It is very confusing. I haven't got my mind around it. I find this the trickiest area of law. So land must be either registered or unregistered. It cannot be both, and it cannot be neither. All right? So they are mutually exclusive, registered or unregistered. And it is crucial that you get this one right. Because if you think it's registered and in fact it's unregistered, you might get the totally wrong answer. And there's a flow chart which you could use to help you do this, looking at things like the sued against State Bank of India exception and things like that. And woo! Anyway, it's extraordinarily tricky. Liability. Well, if you do something foolish on your land, which negatively impacts on an adjacent tenement, as in piece of land, you are liable for the damage ensuing. Okay, let's come up with a pedagogical example. Yolanda diverts the course of a stream on her land. However, this then occasions flooding on the neighbouring property owned by Mohsen. Mohsen was growing roses to sell, and the roses are all drowned. Yolanda will have to pay him compensation. Things like that. So that is a very brief introduction to land law. As I say, I find it the most challenging and I'm afraid the most desiccated area of law. But there you are. It's crucial and you absolutely need to do it. It does overlap with history considerably, as in how these laws evolved and how land changed hands and so forth. So I shall end this video now.